You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate the coon chip in the average Negro. It only takes a little bit of white brainwash to activate a coon chip in the average Negro.
1, 2, 3. We don't give a fuck about none of that.
Nigga, you just hating, feel me? That's why you ain't never gonna have no paper, ain't never gonna have no bitches, feel me?
Yeah, LTTV, Blunt Talk with LT, back at it with another video. Alright, y'all, no reaction today. No goddamn reaction. I'm just coming to the defense of Bronny James, LeBron James' son. Because this is some bullshit. This is some goddamn bullshit. The way I always say it. Whenever a black man interracial dates, we have all this bullshit. We have all these goddamn excuses. We have all sorts of this hating ass shit from the media. But we're going to dive right into it. Hold on, y'all. Let's get this shit on the screen. There's a lot of Twitter conversations, a lot of shit going on social media, trying to drag Bronny James for a prom date. Niggas is acting like he went on one knee, proposed to this woman, gave her all the millions in the world, gave her a child, all this shit. But it's a prom date. But even if he did, it's none of your goddamn business. It's not your goddamn son. But let's get into this. Let's get into this. All right, so we have Savannah, LeBron's wife, celebrating this. Multiple pictures on Instagram. So Bronny went to prom this past weekend. Tons of emotion and realizations. Time really flies. So proud of this young man. Or so proud of you, young man. I will always have your front and your back. Zuri is processing all of this too. The last slide. So that's where this picture comes from. Hold on, we're going to get to the last slide here. Bronny James stunting in his whip. This picture right here. So she used this. And then people turned it into this whole Umar Johnson thing. Zuri doesn't approve. Interracial dating. Why is it a white woman? All this bullshit. All right, so let's get into it. Hold on, y'all. What comment is that? I didn't see that shit come in. Black women are pathetic and insecure. Yikes. Let's get into it.
Emotional damage.
All right, because people wanted to act like you had to do something wrong. You had to say something wrong to black women for black women to care about your preference. We've been through this already. We've been through this, but let's get into it. RG3, Robert Griffin III, said this. Leave these kids alone. People are clowning Bronny for his prom date are just miserable. Let them enjoy their day. That is facts. Absolute facts. What else do we got here? Hold on. I'm going to pull up a whole conversation. We have a whole conversation thread. We have a whole conversation set. This is why hold on, y'all. Hold on. I shouldn't even react to some of these because they don't even have their profile pictures. They're not even saying it with their chest out. So when I look at these type of comments, it's like,
We don't care. Let me tell you. We don't care.
I want to say it's another black man going for the white woman. This is a teenager. It's a black boy dating a white girl for prom. You would think he would learn from his dad, Lebron, who dated and married his high school sweetheart, a black woman. It's not my place. So why the fuck are you talking, my nigga? Well, let's continue. Nor is this dude even listening to our opinions, which he's not. But I am not feeling the blonde. See, when he says shit like that, I'm not feeling the blonde. My nigga, who are you? Where's your profile picture?
Who? Emotional damage.
At least this woman, Cheryl Q. Miller, says it with her chest out. Who cares what LeBron does? Hopefully he didn't learn much from him. Clearly a LeBron hater. It is what it is. Another person, Keith Willis. Willis Keith. Seems like a fake profile. Someone else that ain't saying it with their chest out. The race. Hold on. The fuck? The absolute fuck. The issue isn't simply dating out your race. It's more the why. Why, when we reach a certain status as black men, we graduate to white women or other? Why do we as black men see white women or other as the prize? Look at the wives of NBA players or any other pro athletes, which they provide pictures, all right? Which is ridiculous. This statement right here, why when we reach a certain status as black men, we graduate. What the fuck are you talking about? This nigga's been rich his whole life. This is LeBron James' son. This is a tired ass argument you can't make here. We graduate to a certain status. What status did he graduate to? The fuck are we talking about? This is their own inferiority complex being mad at anybody when they date outside their race. That's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. Listen to this right here. The half-white kids grow up in the suburbs, end up marrying other white folks, and before you know it, the family is completely white and now have all the money. LOL. Just what I hear. This motherfucker provides a lot of pictures in the next slide. He says, Father Mahomes, son Patrick, and his daughter. His cycle has been started. This is what is meant by the tweet. Just what I hear. And he shows his father, black, interracial. Then you get down to Patrick Mahomes, who's light skinned, dating white, and then their daughter comes out more on the light side. So that's the point that they're trying to make. All right. This sounds just like the same argument racist white folks have made when it comes to interracial dating, that they will lose the purity of the white and it will mix down to be black as the person dates further into the black. It's the same racist ass argument. Same shit, just on the inverse. But they don't see it on the inverse. Black people are allowed to be racist with their fucking chest out. And they provided these pictures. And then someone called out RG3 and responded to RG3, posting RG3 with his white woman. This guy comments, black folks love racism as long as it's not against them, which is absolute facts. We see that too often. All right. So here's the conversation thread that we really got to get into. She said it with her chest out, face behind it, name behind it. He's young. It's just prom. This doesn't mean he will be with her for life. Maybe he will get a sister one day. See? Still thinking, she has to, hold on. Oh, we got some comments. I'll get to the comments later. But yeah, still optimistic, hopeful that he'll date a black girl. So it's like, it's just prom. It's not a big deal. I'm not gonna be too mad at that comment. This comment right here. Why does skin color matter? Isn't it the whole point of equality? Then this girl comes in. What's wrong with preserving culture? Race like whites do all the time. But when it comes to black people, the new trend is to dilute out our gene pool. You hear that? Dilute out our gene pool. This is the same shit that the KKK and the whites say on the other side, where they want to segregate and separate and not mix with motherfuckers because it's going to dilute out their gene pool. And this white guy, Cletus, I don't know if this is his actual motherfucking name and face or whatever, or he can like whoever he wants regardless of skin tone. Dilute your gene pool. What kind of backwards ass logic is that? And then she responds, but it's the same logic that racist people use or racist white folks use, and we can only call out when it's racist white folks, but when niggas do the same, it's not racism. Like, keep that shit for your own children and your own family and keep it off the internet. If you want to apply those type of things, you're not going to apply those standards to LeBron James' son. It's not your kid.
You stupid.
And this is the worst argument of all. No one's saying to not like anyone, but they disrespect black women.
You stupid.
Shut up, Meg.
What? Emotional damage.
What part of Bronny James disrespected black women? Okay, let me read the comment in full so I'm not taking it out of context. No one's saying to not like anyone, but they disrespect black women without having no economy. Why are you satisfied about seeing this couple? Wouldn't you get mad for her belittling her genetics because you know it takes only 2 generations to whiten out our genes?
It's a total fabrication.
This guy. Bruh, what are you on? You're talking like a white supremacist. Preserve our gene pool? That means nothing in real life. This whole preserve our gene pool shit sounds just like the white supremacist. He was right. Supremacist. He's right. And then they photoshopped the kufi on Zuri's head. They did the deep fake of Umar Johnson's face on Kendrick Lamar to go with the Heart Part 5. Let me read some of y'all comments. Maurice Cotman says people are miserable clowns. That's facts. Peter Parker says, man, Bronny is free to do what he wants, man. And two given what's going on with black women today and what to choose from, he is also observant of what black men want and truly reflects on black women as to their fall. Shout out to Bronny for that move. Let the haters hate, man, says Peter Parker. All right, cool. Shout out to everybody for commenting. Shout out to the chat section. Let me put you all back on the screen real briefly. All right, let me get into some next slides because we got more here. We got more. But doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter who it is. They always going to be mad. They always going to be mad. It's not a matter of disrespecting black women. It's not a matter of any of that shit. It's just a simple choice. You're always going to get roasted. You're going to be trending on Twitter, and you're not going to be able to enjoy your prom date. Me, as a person who dates black women, my girl's black. I prefer dark-skinned black women. It is what it is. I'm not going to campaign for everybody to have my preference. It is what it is. You can date who the fuck you want. Knowing Bronny's school, he probably has way more white chicks than black chicks in the area he's in this private school. So who knows, man? He's just browsing his dating pool. We shouldn't be over analytical of somebody that's not our son. That's LeBron James' son. LeBron James did everything picture perfect the right way, the way everyone wants him to do it. So let his son live. That's the way I look at it. I don't know if I showed all the examples. Did I browse through all the examples that they were showing? They were showing all these rich men complaining, like the Patrick Mahomes. That was Michael Jordan, Reggie Bush. It's crazy. Let the man live. Let the man live. All right, so I'm going to do the reaction shortly today, or later on today, when it comes to the Fresh and Fit scandal when he was trying to fuck that 19-year-old girl, and she made up the bullshit stories, and they had the receipts, and blah, 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 and H3 tried to clown them out, yada, yada. We're going to do that reaction shortly. That's going to be a long breakdown, so we're going to get to that. I have one comment, though. Myron, do better, my nigga. That girl, that 19-year-old that Myron was fucking with is busted as hell. Busted. It's kind of mean, but
We don't care.
Let me tell you,
We don't care.
taking an L in those regards. I told them many times, stop fucking with those girls that come to your show. Every nigga that fucks with a Fresh and Fit girl, something happens. It goes left. I don't want to list examples because there's many, and they're all F&F girls, but we're going to do that breakdown at some point. We have a lot to talk about. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. We wrapping this one up. We keeping this one short. The point was proven. They're going to be mad at anything. Any nigga that dates outside of his race, they're going to be mad. You don't have to disrespect. You don't got to do nothing. They always want to act like it's something else. Oh, you elevate this. You do. No, this is a child. 17 or how old is Bronny? Like 17 years old at a prom? Stop it. Everybody needs to stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Get some goddamn help. We out. Yeah.